What is going on, guys? Bam Deadstroke back here with another Magic the Gathering War of the Spark preview, looking at some new cards that are coming out. I don't really know what you want to call this. We're just taking a look at some more spoilers. We've got a set of finale cards. We're going to take a look at them in Wooburg order here. We're going to start with the white one. Finale of Glory, X white. Create X 2/2 white soldier creature tokens with vigilance. If X is 10 or more, also create X 4/4 white angel creature tokens with flying and vigilance. So, if I am understanding this correctly, if you pay 10 for X, so 12 total mana, you get 10 2/2s, and you also get 10 4/4s. Which I'm no math expert, but that's essentially 60-60 of power and toughness for 12 mana. That's basically 12 1-mana 5/5s. If I'm doing this correctly. You're paying 12 mana for 10 of each, so you're essentially paying 1 mana for a 5/5 12 times is basically what you're doing, which I mean, my good lord, because it says if X is 10 or more, also create. So, and also you're getting all of that with vigilance and 40 of that 60 power with flying, which is just insane. All right, I mean this is just insanely powerful. I know we've got board wipes and stuff, and this is a sorcery speed. But my god, Wizards of the Coast have lost their damn minds. And we're gonna look at the rest of these too, and you're gonna see that it is eerily similar across the board. Look, I get that 12 mana is a lot to pay. But if you're getting 12 mana for 60 power and toughness for 12 mana, man, that's going to be, standard is going to be well, it's going to be a thing. I don't know if I like it or not yet, but this is insane. I don't know how you're supposed to, like, what you're supposed to do about this, other than just have a board wipe. I mean, this is... Oh man, Finale of Glory is a stupid Magic card. I mean, think about it this way: Elspeth in Theros was 4 white, and one of her abilities was you get 3 1/1s. So that's essentially 6 mana for 3 1/1s. This, if you paid 6 mana for this, it's 4 2/2s. So you're getting an additional creature, and also all of them are 1 power and toughness better. So, man, just buckle up, boys. It's gonna be a fun standard. But that's enough about creatures. Let's talk about the best one, or at least my favorite one. Finale of Revelation. You've got Ugin looking slick as fuck here in the card art. X blue. Draw X cards if X is 10 or more. Instead, shuffle your graveyard into your library, draw X cards, untap up to 5 lands, and you've got no maximum hand size for the rest of the game. So, you pay 10 for X, so you get 12 mana. 12 mana, draw 10, untap 5. So this is essentially 7 mana, draw 10. If you pay 10. 7 mana, draw 10. And you've got no maximum hand size. And if you're like getting milled out or something, or you've cast a bunch of spells, just shuffle your graveyard back in. No biggie. 7 mana, draw 10. 7 mana, draw 10. Now, Divination is a 3 mana, draw 2. So if if it worked like that, it'd be a 6 mana, draw 4. It'd be a 12 mana, draw 8. So 12 mana should draw you 8 cards. But here it's going to draw you 10 cards. But then you're going to get to untap 5 lands. Guys, these cards are just beyond absurd. So I don't even know what to think. I really don't know what to think, guys. I mean, obviously these are These are mythics for a reason. But look, I get this is supposed to be kind of the set that ends all sets, but I think Wizards went a little bit overboard. Just a little bit overboard. I mean, you've got 12 mana, 60 power, 12 or 7 mana, essentially 7 mana draw 12 or draw 10, 7 mana draw 10. Oh man, this is, oh boy. I mean, we're gonna have a lot of fun brewing decks. That's all I'm gonna say. We're gonna have a lot of fun drawing cards, brewing decks. I hope you guys are taking advantage of this, because these cards should not happen. These should not be type cards that happen. Moving on to the next one, Finale of Eternity. X black black. Destroy up to 3 target creatures with toughness X or less. If X is 10 or more, return all creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. So you pay 10 mana. Or 12 mana, so 10 is X. So you destroy up to 3 target creatures with toughness 10 or less, so that's basically just kill 3 things. And you get to return all creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. So if you're playing like a sacrifice deck, or, a zombie deck that stuff dying really doesn't matter, there's so much value. Let's say you've got 3 cards in the graveyard. Just 3. Just 3. You're killing 3 things and returning 3 things to the battlefield. To the battlefield. So not to your hand, not shuffled back into your library, to the battlefield. So you're reanimating 3 things and you're killing 3 things. My god. Also, you're killing 3 things that, if your opponent's got 7 things on the board, you're just killing their 3 best things and returning their 3 best things. Fortunately, this isn't like destroy up to X target creatures or something like that. That would just be... I'm glad it's not that. I'm glad it's not that. I'm glad it's with toughness X or less. But you're still killing their 3 best things, and you're returning all creatures. So if you've got 10 creatures in the battle or in the graveyard, kill 3 things, return 10 things. I mean, this card has some insane possibility. It doesn't even have to be like creatures that have died. So if you've milled cards, if you've discarded cards, you just return them all to the battlefield. I mean, the value of these finale cards is just insane. And again, I really want to like this. I really do. But I was talking with former Magic the Gathering content creator who has since left the community. I was talking with him on Twitter today, and the power level of these cards is just off the charts. And I appreciate that Wizards is giving us good cards. But these are over. This is just... Let me know what you guys think down below as we move on here to Finale of Promise. X red red. So you may cast up to 1 target instant card and or up to 1 target sorcery card from your graveyard with converted mana cost X or less without paying their mana cost. If a card cast this way would be put into your graveyard this turn, exile it instead. So you cast essentially 2 cards from your graveyard and put them into exile. So if X is 10 or more, you copy each of those spells twice. Not copy each of those spells. Copy each of those spells twice. You may choose new targets for the copies. I don't even know. I'm sure there's a bunch of busted, stupid combos with this. I'm having a hard time thinking of all of the busted cards. I mean, like, you could pay 10 mana, so 12 total mana. You can cast an instant with 10 CMC or less, and a sorcery with 10 CMC or less. And then you can copy both of them twice. I think this one is probably one of the lesser finales to see play, but someone's gonna break it. Someone's gonna break this card. I mean, there's no way that you can't break this card with essentially 12 mana on the battlefield and being able to essentially you're casting 6 spells for 12 mana. So you're just basically casting 2 drops. But let's say both your instant and your sorcery cost 5 mana. So you're getting 30 mana, 30 CMC for 12. Because you're casting each of the 5 CMC spells 3 times. So that's 15 for each. I don't. Let's just move on. Finale of Devastation. X green green. I haven't actually looked at this one, so this is gonna be my first real reaction to it. Search your library and/or graveyard for a creature card with converted mana cost X or less and put it on the battlefield. All right. If you search your library this way, shuffle it. Makes sense. If X is 10 or more, creatures you control get +X and gain. Oh my. And gain haste until end of turn. So they don't gain trample. So your army of soldiers and angels can still block everything. But if you just... So let's see. You could search your library or graveyard. Let's see. You could search your library and graveyard for like what's that one maze runner something, the one... I don't know the green cards very well, but I think it's 7 mana for a 7/7 that gives all your creatures +2/+2 and trample. Is that what it is? Actually, let me just... I'm just gonna look it up here for just a second, but so you're essentially searching up a thing, and then you're giving your creatures +X, which is gonna be at least 10. So you're gonna be gaining. You only gain this one's. Actually, yeah, this one seems really good. Also, like they're just all really good. But let's see if I can find this card here real quick. But anyway, this is. I mean, this is insane. What's going on here? I mean, I like the flavor of these cards. It's just kind of like each. I assume this is just supposed to be like each planeswalker's kind of last stand against Nicol Bolas. Maybe. I mean, some spells sing a quiet tune, others roar. That is not wrong. But yeah, you guys know the card that I'm talking about. I'm sure it'll come to me in the comment section or something. But yeah, you just search that up and you give all of your stuff +2/+2 from it, as well as +10/10 because you used 10 or more. I mean, you can search up something that costs less, so you can just search up. You can just search up whatever and then give it +10/10 and haste. So, I mean, that's... Boy, I'm gonna look real dumb when I find this card. But yeah, I just... End-Raise Forerunners. There we go. So, it's 8 mana, Vigilance, Trample, Haste. When it enters the battlefield, other creatures you control get +2/+2, Vigilance, and Trample. So, you search up End-Raise Forerunners, you pay 10 for the X, and you just kind of go to town. So you get, all of your creatures get essentially +12/+12, Vigilance, Trample, and Haste. And you're playing green, so you've probably got a bunch of creatures already on the battlefield. And even if you don't, even if you only get End-Raise Forerunners, you're still attacking with a 17/17 Vigilance, Trample, Haste on whatever turn you end up getting to, because you're in green, so you've got ramp. Let me know which one of you guys think is the best one. I think Finale of Glory is probably the best one, actually. I would say it's probably Finale of Glory, just because the value of getting 60 power and toughness for 12 mana seems busted. Obviously, Finale of Revelation is my favorite, getting to draw all of the cards. We've got Finale of Eternity, which I think is actually probably one of the better ones now that I'm looking at it. You just get to kill things and bring stuff back. You're getting to do what Liliana does. Finale of Promise, I'm sure there's a way to break this that's not coming to my head right now, but if you've got a way to break it, let me know in the comments down below. And Finale of Devastation, just this is basically like what, like Chord of Calling plus Craterhoof Behemoth. Is that? I mean, those are modern cards, so I don't really know modern super well, but I think those are Chord of Calling is like the search for a card with X or less, and then Craterhoof Behemoth gives them all plus X and haste. So yeah, you just combine two of the most busted green cards, and you get this one. So let me know which one you guys like. I like Finale of Revelation because I get to draw all the cards, but it's not up to me to determine which one's the best one. Let me know what you guys think down below. If you like this video, be sure to drop a like. Do you think Wizards of the Coast is making a mistake in printing these cards? Let me know down below. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Click that bell icon so you get notified whenever I upload a video, and I will see you guys next time.